Hi Cancer, welcome to your June 2021 reading. This is for those with the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you just have a lot of planets in the sign of Cancer, this can be helpful to you. As always, remember that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate 100% for everyone. So just keep the parts that resonate for you and leave the rest for whoever it may be intended for. You can watch all of your signs for a more comprehensive overview of the month's potentials for you. I have already meditated on the cards. I did give a very thorough shuffle, but we're going to shuffle again now, and then we'll go over your astrology really quickly and we'll get into your reading. So give me just a second. Okay, Cancer, so let's get started with your astrology for the month. This month we do have a solar eclipse on the 10th. Happily, it doesn't impact you too much and its effect isn't as powerful as it could be. It won't hurt to reduce your schedule, however, because these energies are kind of like all riled up during the eclipse periods. This eclipse occurs in your spiritual 12th house and signals changes in your spiritual affairs, so changes of practice, teachings, teachers, attitudes. Often this kind of thing happens because of new realizations and revelations. As the sun is your financial planet, every solar eclipse brings course corrections in the financial life. By now you're used to this though. It happens twice a year for you. The financial thinking and strategy will need changes. Since this eclipse also impacts on Mercury and Neptune, it's not a great period to be traveling. In spite of the eclipse, though, the month ahead is happy. Health looks good, especially after the 21st. You're going to be looking good. You're prosperous. Financial windfalls and opportunities could come to you. And you probably will be spending money on yourself more readily than usual. So let's see what the cards have to say. You're starting off the first week of the month with the 10 of Swords. Now, this represents a complete and painful ending or a crisis of some kind. 10 is the number of completion, so something is ending to make room for something new. It won't necessarily be easy, but it will be better for you. This is also positive because it could be the end of a crisis type situation, a turnaround now. But this could involve an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but it definitely involves something to do with power. The time frame for this to wrap up is fall, so October, November, December at the latest. This is air energy though, so it does involve like truth, facing truth, acknowledging truth, finding out a truth. This could be in some situations you feeling sorry for yourself and thinking that others should feel sorry for you also for whatever reason. That's just going to be a handful of you. But the good news is that it can only get better from here. The 10 of Swords is a sign that the pain and hurt you've endured has not gone without purpose. It brings massive growth. But this is reaching burnout to the point that you're ready to release it. Now, this is being clarified by, okay, deception reversed though. 7 is the number of discovery. So whatever's going on, you may have a sense of vindication as this plays out now. That's all I'm getting for that. Let's see what the second week says. You have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, this represents home repairs or collaboration. 3 is the number of creativity, so you could be focused on the home and getting creative with new decor or changes in this area. Could even be working with a designer or a contractor. This could involve a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but definitely involves finances, spending money on something. Maybe you left an environment or relationship or the other person did, and now you're refreshing the place. It's like for a new start. Time frame for this to complete is winter, so January, February, March, these changes should be finished by. But this is earth energy, which is all about building. So definitely for some of you, you'll be building something new or working with an actual builder. Yeah, if you continue to work toward the fulfillment of your dreams and don't allow any disillusionment to dampen your enthusiasm, I think ultimately you'll experience prosperity and success in your goals, whatever these are for you. You know, in the card, you see a young, in the typical Rider-Waite deck, this is a mason. So, you know, you see a young mason working hard on building part of the cathedral, this building, this whatever this is. I don't know what it is in this deck, sorry. But, you know, he's open to listening to the other two helpers here and taking on their feedback on his progress so far. And I believe you're the mason in this scenario. But it's like you're in a really creative mode right now, fervent passion, with bringing something into creation. And this is clarified by taking steps reversed. 4 is the number of planning. Okay, so continue to plan. Don't start doubting yourself, okay? Doubting yourself and your own resourcefulness only keeps you stuck. So go with this energy here. I'm not getting a lot of information from your clarifying cards this month, sorry. Let's move on. Third week, you have the Sun. Okay, so this represents a joyous outcome or vitality. This is 19, which reduces to a 10, which is the number of completion again. Many 10s in a reading indicates endings, which will soon transform into new beginnings. So you've got that going on for first week and third week here. And this being a major arcana card means that it's related to a karmic lesson or major life theme. But the Sun, you know, it kind of represents that feeling of getting up on a Saturday morning. You know, you've got the whole weekend ahead of you, where you open the curtains, the sun shining in your face, you know, it just fills you with optimism and a sense of, you know, limitless possibilities, right? But I think you're bursting with enthusiasm. You're feeling invigorated, enjoying a wonderful sense of good health. And it's like every week here is just getting better and better for you, Cancer. So you may have had a personal or intellectual breakthrough where you finally unlocked the key to your fundamental being. This is clarified by decrease reversed. 4 again, planning. So many 4s in a reading indicate fruition or the manifestation of an idea along with a foundation where things can grow. So in other words, having everything you need to make something a long-term success. This is a really blessed week. I think you created stability for yourself by removing yourself from whatever this situation in week 1 was for you, and that has shifted the cycle of reduction into expansion, and you're well seeing the payoff now. So continue to take the necessary action to direct this positive shift in the way that you desire. Now, 4th week, you have the 2 of Wands. This represents waiting for results or progress of some kind. 2 is the number of applications. So you're applying what you're learning to continue with your progress this week. This is really awesome energy. This could involve an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but definitely involves inspiration. The time frame for this to complete is spring, so this will be finalized by the end of this month with definitive results or direction. But this is fire energy, so it's very pure. It's like a purging. But you know what your goal is. You know what your creative process is directing for you, and I think you're confident in its eventual fulfillment. In the case of the 2 of Wands, you're making a decision between sticking with what you know or expanding your horizons and taking a risk. But I want you to give yourself a moment to take in the full implications of your situation now. Now, this is clarified by Peace reversed. 2 again, application. So many 2s in a reading indicate a waiting period where there'll be partial success, but more will be revealed later. It can also indicate sometimes a reconciliation or reunion, but it's time to get back balance back into your life. Could be getting a little off track at the end of this week. And I think as you slowly get your balance back, you'll feel more in control and find there's less to be worried about. It's almost like things were going so good so quickly that you lost your balance and started questioning it or allowing someone or something to creep back in. So work on restoring your peace and balance now. It's super important to continue on this good path. So that's what I have for you, Cancer, for the month of June. I really hope that was helpful for you in some way. I would appreciate if you would like this video if it was, and subscribe to my channel if you don't already do so. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards for your extended reading now. And if you're new to my channel, the extended reading is where we pull many more cards and we go into a much greater depth to getting further advice related to the cards we've already pulled here. We get potential outcomes, further insight, advice from spirit, and we also do readings specifically related to career, work, and finances, relationships and love, spirituality, health and well-being, and then we do a bonus message to finish the reading off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards for that now. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, Cancer. So those are your cards that we're going to go over in your extended reading. I really hope to see you over there. The link for that video is in the description box below. If not, I'll be back next month with your July readings. I hope you have a great month. Take care. Bye.